Hey everybody, so I'm stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit and I decided to record a video to tell you a little bit about my journey. This is so silly, I'm kind of pretty nervous, but it's a video and I can stop and edit it whenever I like, so I don't know why I'm nervous. I think it's just because this is something like super personal to me, and like I said, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and sharing it to you guys in video format rather than hiding behind an easy Facebook post. So as many of you guys know, I have been on this new fitness journey since last year, and a lot of you have asked me questions about how I've done it and how I've been able to get out of a rut. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of my personal story with you guys, where I was last year as opposed to now, because I think it's a lot of times when you're on the fence about jumping on board and getting your butt in gear to be healthier, I know sometimes it's easier to relate to somebody else. So that's why I wanted to share my story with you guys. So looking back 1 year ago today, as an outsider, or actually as an insider too, a lot of my family didn't even know I was struggling with a lot of these issues. But to somebody that I would just meet up with, they would think that I had everything going for me, that my life was great. I had a great career. I still have a great career, but everything with my new job, with traveling to Sweden and my wonderful colleagues there who have accepted me and appreciated me and made me feel so special, and just everything going well in the career phase. And then at home with life, my family and my support system, my friends, everybody there is wonderful too. My son Max, hello, like he's killing it. He's got excellent grades. He's got a job. We've got the whole basketball thing going. So all of that has been amazing. So you would think that I was in a really great place and really happy. And all of those things were true, except the one part about me being happy. I was not happy at all. I was really struggling. And over the past, I would say probably 6-7 years, I probably put on at least 50 pounds, if not more. And yes, I found out that I had some health issues. I found out last year that I have hypothyroidism, so I have a low acting thyroid, and I also have digestive issues. So, you know, gluten sensitivities, borderline IBS, a whole bunch of other issues. But I would use those as crutches as to why I couldn't lose the weight. And so for example, let's say I go through a week and I'm super strict with my diet and I'm killing it at the gym every day, but then I would step on a scale come Monday after a whole weekend of being 100% on point, and there was no change. So I would get so depressed and so frustrated, and I would say, well, if I'm not going to lose the weight by doing everything correctly, I might as well have this ice cream because it doesn't matter anyways. So I was just in a really low point. And my weight actually became something that I thought about 100% of my days. It was always in the back of my mind. When I would wake up, I would put on my clothes and they were all tight. Nothing felt good. I would bend over and put my shoes on and I had this big belly in the way. Even driving in the car, you know, sitting in the car and feeling my back fat, like basically touching my stomach. And it wasn't me. I didn't feel good in this body. And I know a lot of people say you should love yourself no matter what size you are. And I 100% believe that, but I only believe that if you're comfortable yourself. Me, myself, I was physically uncomfortable. And I got to the point where I was feeling so bad and down about myself that I didn't want to see my reflection in the mirror. I hated being tagged in photos. Anyone in my family knew that you were not to tag me in photos. And if my mom accidentally did it, I would call her up 2 seconds later, like, untag me. I can't believe you just tagged me. When I was in Sweden one day last year, I was walking, and the hotel that I stay at is in the city. So it's lined with shops and window fronts. I was walking and I realized that I couldn't even look to the left or right because I did not want to see my reflection. It was horrible. It made me feel horrible. So meanwhile, looking back at last year, while I'm going through all of this stuff that I'm internally going through and emotionally with my just being down on myself, I was following someone else on Facebook. And a lot of you who are going to be watching this tonight actually know her, Leah DeFreitas. And Leah had been posting about her transformation that she had started last year. And she was rocking it. I was looking at her before and after photos and watching her journey. And I was so impressed of how far she was able to come in such a short amount of time. And even though I really wanted to reach out to her, I didn't for some reason. I don't know if it was because I was embarrassed or too afraid or shy, but point boils down to I wasn't ready. It wasn't until that day that I was walking in Sweden and I realized that I couldn't even look at my reflection in the store windows that I reached out to her. I sent her a mail from my hotel room and I said, okay, I've been watching you and I want to know what you're doing. What is it? Because I want in. So she got back to me within about, 24 hours, and she told me all about it. And I have to be honest, I was skeptical at first, but the one selling point that she got me to join the Beachbody program was that there was a 30-day refund policy, basically. Like if you're not happy within 30 days, you can get your full money back. And that's how much I did not think it was going to work. So I said, okay, sign me up. And I gave her all the reasons. I said, nothing has worked. I've done A, B, and C. I work out. I have a thyroid issue. And, I just went down the whole list. I told her how depressed I was, how stressed out I was, how my weight was affecting literally every aspect of my life. And she actually wrote back and she said, Rachel, I was in your exact same shoes. So having somebody who knew what I was going through, I don't know, it just made it all that much better. And basically, as they say, the rest is history. That's kind of what it's been. She said that they were having a challenge group starting in like 2 weeks after I contacted her. They were going to be doing the 21-day fix, which is a 21-day program where you have these workouts for 30 minutes a day, and it's a portion control meal plan. So she gave me the scoop about all of it, and she said, we're starting now, so it's pretty much kismet that you're contacting me. So I said, okay, sign me up. And the one key thing that she said that stood out in my mind was that she promised me. She promised me that it would work, but with the disclaimer, you get out what you put in. So that really resonated with me, and I kind of wanted to prove to her that I could do it, but also to myself that I could do it. So September 5th was the first day, and it was not easy. It was not pretty. There were times when during those first few weeks where I just thought, this is crazy. How unhealthy and out of shape I am, because I thought I was in shape. I used to work out at the gym, but this was something completely different. And I started September 5th, and there's been no looking back. I've been going forward this whole time. Have there been struggles? Yes. Am I 100% on point all the time? No. But that's the great thing about this program, is that it teaches you about balance. I think I posted that in one of my posts the other day, that you have to have a balance. So I've done tons of diets and other things in my life where it's no sugar, no caffeine, no, whatever. But the reality is then life hits you. You go to a birthday party and you want some birthday cake, or you're out with friends and you want a glass of wine or a bottle of beer or whatever. So that's why this program is so awesome, because it incorporates life into the program, which I think is really great. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that what also triggered in me last year when I wanted to just finally decided to do this is that I was ready to put myself first. I'm one who always likes to please others, and I kind of put myself on the back burner. And I know a lot of other people do as well. But I decided to put myself as a priority. And one of the things that sticks out to me, you all know I travel a lot. And so basically once a month I'm on the airplane and I'm listening to the flight attendants give their spiel about the safety and everything. But the one thing that resonated with me one day was the oxygen mask example. They say if the oxygen masks are deployed, to put yours on first before you help anybody else. And I was looking, kind of really thinking about that, and I thought that really makes sense. If I'm not going to take care of myself first, there's no way in hell that I'm going to be able to take care of Max or those around me. So putting myself first. And I remember having lunch with my best friend Sarah. Hey Sarah. And she was asking me questions about my personal life and if I was dating anybody. And I said, yeah, actually I am. I'm dating me. And it was kind of cool. And she said, oh, you got to put that on a t-shirt, #datingmyself. But I really took that internal acceptance of myself and really started putting myself as a priority. And so I'm hoping that with sharing some of this information with you guys and sharing you the journey that I've gone through and I'm still on, maybe it'll connect with one or two of you, or more than one or two of you, and maybe you'll come join me. I'm actually going to be posting after this a message about a challenge group that I'm going to be hosting. It starts April 3rd. It's limited seats available because I already have some people who've already raised their hand and said they want to join. But to join me in my journey and hopefully inspire you to, even if you don't join me, maybe it'll help you get to where you want to be and start your journey. Spring is right around the corner, so is summer. So what a better time. I hope that hit some of you, and happy Friday and have a great weekend. All right, thanks. Bye.